So I wanted to take a few pumpkins with this video to talk about 5 interesting PlayStation 5 stories, and if you could hit that like button on the video, thank you to those that do it, and as always, it's very much appreciated. Now the stories I wanted to cover today includes an official update on God of War Ragnarok, a potential December event revealing a big PlayStation 5 remake getting leaked, possibly being Metal Gear Solid. We're going to talk about that in a sec here. The latest PlayStation 5 system update, Jim Ryan's recent interview and his comments there, and Naughty Dog is teasing something big. First, let me know what your native language is. This relates to one of the stories we're going to cover today, and I'm curious to see the diversity on the channel here anyways. My native language is Arabic, as some of you guys already know, but what about you guys? So comment below, what is your native language, your first language? Let me know down in the comments below. Now diving into the first story of the video, Jim Ryan's comments from yesterday. So Website Games Industry had a recent sit down with PlayStation boss Jim Ryan, and in that interview they talked about his life and his thoughts on the future. I listened to the interview myself, and really there are 2 points I'm personally interested in. Point 1, the strongest PlayStation lineup ever. Here's what Jim Ryan said on that. The launch lineup was the best we've ever had. He's talking about PlayStation 5 here, and I'd submit the best that any console platform ever had. The work we've done since then is excellent, with Returnal and Ratchet & Clank, Rift Apart, and MLB The Show 2021 for the United States, which is a fine game. The pipeline of games that we have coming is just fantastic. It's by far the strongest that we've ever had for any of our consoles. I can't wait to see these games starting to drop: Horizon Forbidden West, God of War Ragnarok, and Gran Turismo 7. So I personally have talked about how great Sony's launch lineup is, and follow-up releases this past year they've been amazing and one of the best, and this is just year one. This is just year 1 of the PlayStation 5. Year 2 with God of War, Horizon 2, GT7, and many more sounds insane. It's definitely going to be a packed year, and it's nice to hear Jim Ryan back it up. Now, point 2, reaching hundreds of millions of players. Here's what Jim Ryan said. I think some of the art that our studios are making is some of the finest entertainment that has been made anywhere in the world. And to kind of gate that audience, the audience for the wonderful art, wonderful entertainment that our studios are making, to gate the audience for that at 20 or 30 million frustrates me. I would love to see a world where hundreds of millions of people can enjoy those games. So the gating at 20 to 30 million comment here is referring to these games launching only on PlayStation 5. It sounds pretty much like a push for PlayStation Now and PC, which isn't surprising. They've recently been backing PlayStation Now with better and better games. Clearly they're supporting it. They updated it earlier this year, and a whole studio, Nixxes, was acquired for PC ports specifically, so they're on track to possibly achieve this goal of that wider audience. Now diving into the second story of the video, the latest PlayStation 5 update, and not to waste too much time on it with all the other stuff we're covering here today, it was a performance stability update which Sony regularly pushes out. I will note, like I've done before, sometimes with these updates people find little changes here and there. So far I haven't heard of anything yet. Now diving into the third story of the video, God of War Ragnarok's official update. So this is a short, nice official update from the studio. Reading from Gaming Bolt, it'll probably be a while before we see God of War Ragnarok in action again, but developer Sony Santa Monica Studio has still been revealing new details on the upcoming action-adventure title at a pretty steady clip. Recently, for instance, they revealed localization details for the game. God of War Ragnarok will launch with full localization support, which includes both voiceovers and text for over a dozen languages. These will be Arabic, English, French, German, Greek, Italian, Japanese, Polish, European Portuguese, Brazilian Portuguese, Russian, European Spanish, and Latin American Spanish. Meanwhile, the game will also feature text-only localization as well for simplified Chinese, traditional Chinese, Croatian, Czech, Dutch, Hungarian, Korean, Thai, and Turkish. So this is a great set of languages covered. I'm honestly tempted to listen to Kratos in Arabic. Not sure how good it'll sound to hear him say weled or spy instead of saying boy, but but let me know if your language is covered here or not. Let me know down in the comments below. Now, diving into the fourth story of the video, something big is coming. So, Naughty Dog is a huge studio at the moment with 300 to 400 employees already, but they're going beyond that to support their upcoming projects, which we'll talk about here in just a sec. The story here is that Naughty Dog has about 60 jobs open right now for new people to join them. 60 new jobs is a lot, so they're clearly ramping up heavy to get their projects going. This is also hyped by animation director over at Naughty Dog, Jeremy Yates, stating this on Twitter after quote tweeting the job listings. Y'all know this means we're up to something big. So this is definitely an exciting statement from Jeremy in regards to their future projects. Now, in terms of what they're working on, we already know they have Uncharted 4 and Lost Legacy as a collection for PlayStation 5 and PC. We also have Factions 2, which is a big cinematic online title. Those two games are confirmed, or those three games are confirmed. The rumors/reports point to Naughty Dog also working on a Last of Us remake. This was backed by industry insider and journalist Jason Schreier a while back. And in terms of the rumor mill, Naughty Dog is potentially working on a Last of Us 2 remaster to bundle with the remake, which sounds very plausible in my opinion, and possibly a new IP. So that's definitely a lot of projects to be working on the go, but they're clearly racking up the numbers to support them. Now, diving into the final story of the video, the December event and the Metal Gear Solid remake. Reading from Gematsu, Irish singer-songwriter Eva McMahon, hopefully I said that correctly, better known by her stage name Ava, wrote a song for a big PlayStation remake to be announced in December. She said in an interview with Irish radio program The Lunchbox, "I just recently wrote a song for a PlayStation game with Michael McGlynn," Ava said during the October 7th episode of The Lunchbox. Pressed for more information by host Jeff Harris, Ava divulged, "Yeah, so that actually happened about a year and a half. It was just after the pandemic hit. Michael McGlynn got in touch and just said, listen, we're writing music for a remake of a PlayStation game." He's done that a lot. He's done a lot of writing for different games that are very well known, but I'm actually not a gamer myself. So anyway, he says, look, it's an Irish language piece that they're looking for. So really what I was involved with was the lyric writing in the Irish language, and his daughter sang on the track and his wife arranged part of the choral parts, and so did Michael. And he also worked with me on the language side of things, so it was almost like a family effort. For ages, I wasn't allowed to really, you don't know what you're writing for. It's all kind of undisclosed because they don't want it to get out. So it's actually going to be announced at Christmas. The name of the game, I have heard of it now, and I have confirmed it is a big game, which is great. It's going to be an Irish language piece in the game, which is brilliant. So this is definitely big news because there's been rumors of a PlayStation event in December, the return of PlayStation Experience as we've talked about on the channel before. But of course, this could also just be shown at the Game Awards. I know she says Christmas, but at the same time, it could just be around the December holiday timeframe. Now, in terms of what the game might be, so far I've seen Metal Gear Solid being thrown around because of an Irish song during the end credits. Going back to the original rumor of Metal Gear Solid again being remade, Moore's Law is Dead originally said that the Metal Gear Solid remake was being worked on alongside the Demon's Souls remake over at Bluepoint, which would make it more than 3 years old at this point. But this clashes with the recent report from Colin Moriarty that Bluepoint is working on Bloodborne now. For all we know, the Metal Gear Solid remake could have been ready for some time now, and the studio did in fact move over to Bloodborne more recently, and based off rumor, potentially Bloodborne 2 as their second project. My advice here is speculate, but at the same time, just know the only thing here with grounded information is that a remake will be announced in December that involves Irish music. That's about it. Anything beyond that is just, again, speculation. But you guys let me know what you think the remake could possibly be. Metal Gear Solid, something else? Let me know down in the comments below. And if you guys did enjoy this video, please hit that like button as it always helps, and subscribe if you're new. I got new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And now I'll check you guys out on the next one. And welcome back to the after show. This is the part of the video where we have a little fun down in the comments below. If you're old, welcome back. If you're new, welcome. For today's thing, what I want you guys to do is to body, obliterate, destroy, and overall harass the comment section with "Bring on the holiday reveal." Obviously in reference to this potential December reveal around the holidays. I'm excited for what it's possibly going to be, whether it's at the Game Awards or Sony's own event. I'm excited for it. I know you guys are for it as well. So destroy the comment section with "Bring on the holiday reveal," and I'll definitely heart those comments like I always do, because I appreciate everybody who stays to the end of my videos. And now I'll check you guys out on the next one.